Good evening and welcome. Will you please remain standing for the national anthem that will be sung tonight by Farmington High School senior, Miss Alana Brett.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. It's my pleasure to introduce you Farmington High School 2004 Salutatorian, Mr. Daniel Clark.
Good evening. On behalf of the graduating class, I would like to welcome everyone in attendance and to thank you for joining us this evening for the commencement ceremonies of Farmington High School's class of 2004. Special thanks goes out to parents, relatives, faculty, administrators, and friends. I think you all will enjoy the evening. When I found out I would be giving the introduction to graduation, I decided to start looking for a quote or other reference to help. But I instead decided to use a story that I experienced firsthand, and that, surprisingly, I feel I am better for knowing. About a week and a half ago, I played in the semifinals of the state baseball tournament. With our team down a run in the last inning, I came to the plate with a runner on third and 2 outs. I had an opportunity to hit in the game-saving and season-saving run. This moment was ultimately the climax of 13 years of hard work on the baseball field. I failed to get the runner in and instead made the last out of the game and the last out of the competitive season. The next day in the consolation game, our team found ourselves in the very same situation. 2 outs and a runner on third with me at the plate. Again, I failed to get the runner home, and again I made the last out, this time to end my high school career. It was the most difficult weekend I have ever dealt with because I felt I had spent 13 years of my life only to fail. Our coach asked the team after the semifinal game if we felt like it was worth it. I knew that the answer was supposed to be yes because I had been asked the same question the previous year after our final game. However, I did not understand after that game why it was worth it because it certainly did not feel like it to me. On the bus ride home after the consolation game, I sat mostly in silence and contemplated how what had just occurred a few hours earlier could possibly be worth 13 years of my life. After a while, I came to understand that I was missing the point entirely. All around me on the bus, my teammates were laughing and playing cards and telling stories. I thought about it a little while longer and eventually came up with the answer that I would believe to be true for the rest of my life. The reason the 13 years that I played baseball were worth the time, effort, and sacrifices required to play were the relationships built with the other players and with the coaches. Success or failure on the baseball diamond is unimportant as compared to the relationships that were built there. The same belief system holds true in the classroom and in life. This thought led me to truly understand the importance of this evening and of the last 4 years of our lives. Life can be measured by the relationships that we create and the relationships that we keep. The bonds we all share as Farmington High graduates are ones that we will have our entire lives. And these are what this evening is a celebration of. The relationships we all share as Farmington High graduates.
Let's read them. Okay. Get quick.
It's now my pleasure to introduce to you Farmington High School's 2004 Valedictorian, Mr. Chris Brink.
I'm proud and honored to be able to speak to you tonight. I want to lead our class in thanking our teachers, parents, and community for helping us to make it to this point in our lives. As we have much to do tonight, and I know you're anxious to celebrate our accomplishments, you'll be happy to know I plan to emulate Henry VIII, who is said to have informed Anne Boleyn, "I don't intend to keep you long." When I was a freshman, new to the high school realm, 4 years seemed like a long time. Looking back though, each year has progressively gone by faster, and all 4 years seem to blur together. For the class of 2004, there has been many ups and downs, triumphs and tragedies. All of us will remember the numerous dances, sporting events, and activities we enjoyed throughout these last 4 years. Yet all will remember in 2001 what happened on September 11th. We will remember numerous state championships we've won at school, but we will also remember friends like Evan Caldwell, who should have been here tonight. Life is tragically fragile. We're not guaranteed another moment. A morbid thought, yes, but once you accept death is inevitable and unpredictable, life becomes more precious, every moment a gift of grace. So let us honor the memories of those that should be sitting here among us as members of class of 2004 and enjoy the evening as a celebration of life and achievement. High school has surely been different for every unique individual of this class, but no matter if you are a scientist, a band member, a cheerleader, a jock, a student government representative, or preferred to be unknown, we all share something in common, and that's our time together here at FHS. We all went through similar classes and experiences, and we all needed help along the way from family and friends. As John Clendenin, a chairman and CEO of Bell South, said at a Georgia State commencement, "In all things, be willing to listen to people around you. None of us is really smart enough to go it alone." The way we were able to succeed in school is through cooperating and collaborating with our fellow students. The class of 2004 is like a grove of aspen trees on a giant mountain. The interesting fact about aspen trees is that at the roots, all the trees are interconnected, forming one giant organism. The students here tonight are all their own separate entity, but like the aspen trees, we are all interconnected by our roots at Farmington High. Just as aspen trees from the same grove can spring up all over the mountain, our class will soon be spreading and sprouting up all across America in different colleges and institutions. Since aspen trees are all contributing to one unified whole, it is important to remember that what happens to one tree affects all of them. Likewise, class of 2004, remember, your decisions not only affect you. The path you choose from here and the choices you will make will affect and represent all of us graduating tonight. Now is a time of transition into a whole new aspect of life, essentially a new beginning we embark upon, taking only the rich background of experience and learning we've gained thus far. It is at this point that everyone must begin to dream for the future in order to achieve the impossible. Having problems in our world with no apparent solutions, it is inevitably up to the likes of our generation to provide the answers. Without dreams, creative thinking, and the ability to persevere at any cost, the future might be bleak. However, I am confident that everyone in the graduating class of 2004 has the ability to dream and persevere, and thus can carry us into a future full of successes to this point unimaginable. Tonight will be the celebration of a milestone that begins a journey. Graduating is merely the first step. With so many challenges in our lives ahead of us, it will be important to remember that anything is possible. Do not limit yourselves in the face of adversity, even though it may seem like the only option. Press on. The poet W.H. Auden in 1940 said, "People always get what they want, but there is a price for everything." Failures are either those who do not know what they want or are not prepared to pay the price asked of them. The price varies from individual to individual. Some get things at bargain sale prices, others only at famine prices. But it is no use grumbling. Whatever price you are asked, you must pay. This puts it all into perspective. As we move forward with our lives, we all must hold on to our dreams and pay whatever price is asked to achieve these dreams. As we begin to travel the path of destiny with so much hope and so many dreams for the future, remember that the path is long, winding, and not always easy. Each step taken on the journey is one step closer to reaching the end and achieving ultimate success. No one knows specifically where each of us will be, but if we stay true to ourselves and follow our dreams, the world will surely be a better place. There will obviously be trials and triumphs, but only you can set your goals. Dream the impossible dream and mold your future as you see fit. Just remember, though, that nothing ever came easy to anyone that has made his or her dreams come true. As the columnist Ann Landers once said, "Life is rough for everyone. Life isn't always fair. But whatever it is that hits the fan, it's never evenly distributed. Some always tend to get more than others." Life will constantly test your will. However, the rewards and experiences gained will be priceless. Now I know we're all anxious to get on with the ceremony so that we can start celebrating this important milestone in our lives with parties and fun galore. So allow me to leave everyone with one last thought. To live is the rarest thing in the world, said Oscar Wilde. Most people simply exist. So let's all be determined to live along the path of life, leading to the fulfillment of our dreams. Thanks.
I'd like to introduce Mr. Tom Sullivan, Superintendent of Schools.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all very much for being here to help us celebrate the accomplishments of these fine young adults. For the last 8 years, it's been my great pleasure to be part of the program at the graduation and introduce honor graduates and the individuals that they've selected to include in the celebration this evening. But before I get to that this evening, I'd just like to share a couple of personal thoughts with you, if I might. And if you were here last Thursday and this sounds familiar, I apologize to a few of you in advance, but nothing much happened over the weekend, so I kind of still feel the same way as I did last Thursday. I'd like to certainly congratulate the young people for their accomplishments during the 12 or 13 years that they've been in the Farmington school system. It's an outstanding group of young people, and it seems like we say that every year. We almost come to take it for granted, but it certainly shouldn't be taken for granted because it's the culmination of the hard work of lots of folks, including you, the parents and relatives, and certainly the staff and the administration, and obviously the young people behind me that have worked to get to this point this evening. They've distinguished themselves in many, many ways. They've earned honors academically. You saw some of the skill and talent of the artists behind me, and so in those areas they excel and are outstanding as well. They've performed well in the athletic fields, bringing home, as Chris mentioned, state championships to the district. It's just a great group of young people that represent themselves, their families, our school, and this community in an extraordinary fashion each and every time we send them out. And so I congratulate them, and I certainly wish them the best. On a more personal note, I'd like to thank the district and the community for allowing me to share these educational experiences for the last 10 years. It's truly been an honor and a privilege to be part of Farmington and part of the Farmington Municipal Schools, and I do appreciate all the thoughts and kindnesses that have been shown to me and my family during that period here in the community, and it's something I'm going to treasure and I will miss. And now I'd like to get on to the part of the program here that I've been asked to do. It's a tradition here in Farmington that I find to be really noteworthy. The young people that have earned the top honors among this graduating class are asked to select an educator from their history in school who made a difference, who impacted them, who influenced them, who motivated them in some fashion. And as in every year, I'm always so impressed to see that we'll have an elementary school teacher, a middle school teacher, high school teachers maybe more predominantly, but it still touches me to see that young people are influenced by educators and they take the time to say thanks in a way that means a lot to these folks that have been acknowledged here this evening. With that, I would like to introduce the honor graduates and the educators that they have chosen to include and acknowledge with them this evening. Lindsay Ayers and her honored guest, Gary Graham. Colette Barnard and her honored guest, Bobby Sutherland. Maggie Bartlett and her honored guest, Jan Gillen. Chris Brink and his honored guest, Suzanne Holman. Carl Bryce and his honored guest, Karen Markham. Daniel Clark and his honored guest, Sean Trotter. Kristen Fredrickson and her honored guest, again, Suzanne Holman. Andrew Hoppy and his honored guest, Dave Golden. Jessica Jameson and her honored guest, Melanie Baker. Elizabeth Jensen and her honored guest, Derek Martin. Ethan Kotke and his honored guest, Ann Gaddis. Heather Lee and her honored guest, Terry Green. Renton Lopez and his honored guest, Gloria Hare. Brittany Marion and her honored guest, Barbara McCarty. Lisa Petty and her honored guest, Linda Kerr. Brett Phelps and his honored guest, Glenda Diamond. Catherine Schlotterback and her honored guest, Randy Jackson. Amelia Simmons and her honored guest, Mike DeField. Jennifer Trujillo and her honored guest, Mel Caskey. And Ariel Vaughn and her honored guest, Jan Weems. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating these distinguished graduates and some outstanding educators who helped them along the way.
Now it's my turn to talk. I've thought a lot about what I want to say tonight, and more than anything else, first of all, graduates, I think we should give your parents and family a round of applause. This is a pretty special group to me. They came in as the first ninth graders. I remember looking in a lot of parents' eyes 4 years ago, and they were scared to death. And they said, take care of my kids. You know what? It was pretty easy. This is an outstanding group. I was told by many people that we would go down in test scores, we would be failures because ninth graders are coming to the high school. And I'm here to tell you that this group did amazing things. They broke some records that they did some things that no other senior class has ever done when it comes to academics at Farmington High School. So I'm extremely proud of them. I'm also proud to say that this is a group that was ninth graders and came into Farmington High School my first year as being the principal. And I'm also proud to say that I'm going to leave with this group. I can't think of a better group to leave with. So thank you. I would also say to you graduates, I hope that you learned a lot at Farmington High School. And you've all heard me say this, and I'm going to say it again, but two things I hope you take with you from Farmington High is this, is the one that I hope you've learned to think. Think before you talk. Think before you act. And think before you make a decision. That's the most important thing you can do, is think. And I think all of you have learned that, I hope. The second thing is I hope you leave here understanding, and Mr. Clark and Mr. Brink and Mr. Sullivan all mentioned it, and we preach it at Farmington High School, and that is that family is the most important thing you'll ever have. And if you will think and you'll listen to your family, your life will be wonderful. So I hope you take those two things with you. At this time, I'd like the graduates to please stand. Mr. Sullivan. Mr. Sullivan, Mrs. Ryan, members of the school board, it's my pleasure to report to you that these graduates standing before you have met all the requirements set forth by the state of New Mexico, the State Board of Education, the local school board, and Farmington High School. So I am proud to say I present to you the class of
Christopher William Brady, Daniel D. Clark, Stevie Lynn Boland, Elizabeth Victoria Jensen. Catherine Diane Slaughterback. Andrew Frederick Hoppy. Nathan K. Yogi. Lisa Renee Petty. Colette Dora Bernard. Jennifer Kathleen Trujillo. Robert Tyler Jackson. Ethan Avram Kotke. Van Keen Nez. Jessica Marie Jamison. Heather Lee. Eric Daniel Wade. Kristen Fredrickson. Brittany Kristen Marie Marion. Castro Manamy. Alec Gregory Garcia. Carl Bryce. Ariel Dawn Vaughn. Macy Janae Milstead. Jeremy Craig Gaskins. Amelia Ruth Simmons. Brenton Aaron Lopez. Adrian Smith. Kyle Andrews. Heather Diane Malcolm. Melissa Marie Sparks. Brad James Bell. Martha Elena Negrete. Maggie Rose Bartlett. Alberta Denise Baker. Culpepper. Michael Henry Estrada. Anne Elizabeth Markin. Cara Marie Butler. Cody William Andrews. Kristen Nicole Smithwick. Naomi Vanessa Gutierrez. Aaron Nathaniel Vassell. Jeremy Gaston So. Melanie Amanda Sandoval. Krista Baumberger. Desiree Nicole Archuleta. Shaylin Tree. Jennifer Sue Lambright. Morgan Hayden. Chelsea Nicole Wallace. JC LaRock. Brittany Wheatcroft. James Andrew Donald. Sean Adam Clark. Jennifer Marie Verdari. Leah Brianna Welch. Drake M. McCulloch. Brent David Primokavich. Rachel Joy Hebert. Michael Jacob Lavalo. Jessica Diane Chastity Lambert. Katie Lee Getty. John Anthony Montoya. Tyler John Murphy. Nathan Pace. Soleil Elizabeth Pullen. Arthur Martinez. Derek Lee Roden. Sonsire Miguel Rodriguez. Ashley Carey Hill. Lance Broadway. Heather Danielle Hams. Jeffrey Dunn. Justin Decker. William Allison. Bryce Nathaniel Williams. Michael Patrick Dominguez. Patel Nicole Rutland. Caitlin Elizabeth Mason. Victoria Annette Menke. Arista Ferris. Levi Vernon Conklin. Chris Stone. Austin Edward Dixon. Nolan C. Sharp. Hannah Christine Little. Owen Cramey. Jennifer Elise Sky. Travis W. James. Brandon Jean Johnson. Sean M. Goodsell. Shane Young. Jeremy Jacob Felix. Jeremiah Dale Fullen. Donnie Eugene Shorter. Sarah May Lacey. Craig McIntosh Stewart. Jared Michael Burdick. Dana Taylor Katorson. Erin Elizabeth Espinosa. Chelsea Michelle Sheehan. Michael John Newland. Franklin Scott Sandiford. Kevin Lee. Oral Browning. Greg Lingo. Chester Onan. Wayland Joe. Nicholas Bryant Mall. Natasha Roshana Frank. Tyrell James Curtis. Eva Lynn Kachili. Alicia Michelle Ramon. Cameron Gann. Erin Nicole Beatty. Jason Porter Wood. Megan Christine Newberry. Selena Suzanne Cottrell. Eldon Brown. Emma Elizabeth Kempton. Michael Brandon Lindrum. Aloysius John Gomez. Trisha Dawn Jackson. Jewel May. Elissa Audrey Lanier. Daniel Castel de Oro. Sean Paul McFarland. Alicia Renee Joseph. Ryan Seamus Royer. Lance Challenger Salau Yazi. Nicholas James Aiken. Jeffrey Millette. Hannah Gaffney George. Cody Mary Dixon. Morgan LaFay Granger. Shane Donovan Rickstraw. Jessica Nicole Tafoya. Drew Jacob Verhar. Corey Bradley Charles. Matt Johnson. James David Yell. Noel Miranda Klitso. Amanda Leah Harris. Matthew Alexander Buck. Sabrina Faye Davis Manzanares.
You guys can switch off now.
Jolena Yogi Patterson. Brittany Nicole Manzanares. Shannon C. Lee. Ramon Anthony Lucero Jr. Elizabeth Leanne Kilbrick. Heather Bree McGahee. Carlisle G. Ganelli. Aaron Colfax. Kirsten Renee Agustin. Devin Nicole Newer. Bobby Harrison Lee. Jerry Jeff Huey. Lynette R. Cordero. Claire Christine Markenstad.
Mr. Marks.
Janelle Ray Bennett. Lacey Danae Bale. Danielle Nicole Jackson. Zachary Joseph Tidemore. Kara April Gurley. Paul Wagner. Joey Crystal Judy. Marcy Hinson. Brittany Marchner. Jose Nicholas Aragon. Dan Rogers. Laura Judith Brewer. Andrew Vander Nash. Jesus Juan Camacho. Lisa Marie Christiansen. Andrea Leonora Polanco. Sarah Helen Graham. Denise Godard. Candace Lee Young. Ron B. Cardenas.
Let's go ahead and move it over a little.
Christina Marie Gutierrez. Michelle Webb. Homero Serrano. Jared Ryan Johnson. Daniel Gonzalez. Michelle Renee Harrison. Zebra Matamoros. Erica Johns. Jeff E. Castillo. Utona Maria Baya. Maria Paulina Ordaz Vasquez. Carrie Taylor